Welcome to week one, day 6 of the Living Well Peak Mind Challenge. My name's Abraham Dejene, and I'm so glad that you're able to join us for practice today. Today's practice is titled Find Your Flashlight. In this practice, we're going to be narrowing our field of attention on a chosen particular object, much like in the same way you might use a flashlight to zero in onto something. Whenever our attention wanders away from the object that we've chosen, we'll practice bringing our attention back to that object and doing this as often as necessary, as the mind has a tendency to wander off from time to time. And before we get started with this practice, the invitation now is to find a posture that will support you. So you could choose to sit on a chair or a cushion, or to stand upright if that's what's most accessible to you. So taking a moment to allow yourself to come into the posture that you've chosen. And here you could choose to explore the feet on the floor, maybe sensations of pressure available to you. And if you're sitting down, you might notice the pressure of the chair, the cushion against the tailbone. And if possible, allow for the shoulders to melt away from the ear, creating space in the neck, releasing the jaw, softening the muscles in the face, that's possible. Softening the eyes, inside the eye socket. And if you notice there's anywhere else in the body where there's tension or unnecessary effort, seeing if it's possible to let that go, bringing a sense of ease to the entirety of the body, just as it is. And you have the option here to lower the gaze or simply close the eyes and bring all your awareness internally to what's transpiring for you. Giving yourself a moment to fully arrive here. Taking a deep breath, taking the inhale all the way in, and then releasing the breath all the way out. Maybe choosing to take one more intentional breath here. And now the invitation is to bring your attention to shine your flashlight to sound. And that could be sound located and found in the space you're in, sound outside the space as well. So allowing that to be the object of attention momentarily, allowing the flashlight to directly point it at sound. Now when you're ready, shifting the flashlight to sensation in the body. So finding a sensation in the body that's consistent and neutral. That could be sensation in the knee, the shoulder, the hands, or anywhere else that you're experiencing a vivid, but yet neutral and consistent sensation. And allowing the beam from the flashlight to directly illuminate this object of attention. Noticing the texture of it. And then when you're ready, allowing that object of attention to subside into the background. And now bringing the flashlight to the breath. And this could be located at the base of the belly with the rise and the fall. You might notice the openness, the expansion and the contraction of the chest with each breath. or the breath located at the nostril, maybe feeling the coolness of the warmth with each inhale and exhale. So allowing your flashlight to highlight any of these regions of the body where you notice that the breath can be accessible and neutral, and allowing that to be the object of your attention momentarily. And now we've explored several different places as an object of attention, whether it's sound, physical sensation, or the breath in various regions of the body. So now the invitation is to narrow that field of attention, to narrow the beam of the flashlight directly into one of these objects of attention, one that is accessible, neutral, and consistent for you. Without any force or pressure, gently allow your attention, the beam of the flashlight, to directly land on this object of attention, allowing this to be your home base, the place you will return to every time you notice that the mind has wandered off, either projecting towards the future or ruminating about the past. And if possible, without judgment, even with friendliness and kindness, the moment you notice that the mind has wandered off, gently re-inviting it back, allowing it to rest in the object of attention that you've chosen. And if you notice the flashlight is no longer highlighting your chosen object of attention, the mind has wandered off into another place and time. That's perfectly normal. That's not problematic at all. And as soon as you notice that the field of attention has transitioned to something else, once again, with friendliness and kindness, we invite the attention, the flashlight, right back on top of the object of attention, allowing the beam of the flashlight to really illuminate this object, letting your awareness and attention gently rest here once again. And once again, if you notice that the mind has drifted off, that friendly invitation to bring that attention back to the chosen object of awareness and allowing it to gently rest here once again. And as we come to the end of this practice, the invitation here is to bring small, gentle movements to the body, maybe starting with the wrists and the ankles, the fingers and the toes, and then gradually allowing for those movements to become more pronounced and larger, bringing more energy back into the body, if that's what's called for. Maybe rolling out the shoulders, the neck, and listening to the wisdom of your own body and seeing what is it that it needs, and then offering that to yourself. And if the eyes were closed, to reopen them, looking around in the physical space you're in as a way to really ground yourself and reorient yourself into the space that you're occupying. And once again, thank you so much for joining us for this practice today. And before you go, if you're enjoying the challenge and want to keep up with our channel, please hit the subscribe button and then hit the bell notification if you want to be notified whenever a new video posts to this channel. And if you want more mindfulness, we have links and resources in the description box below the video. Make sure to check those out as well. Thank you so much for joining us, for allowing me to hold this space and lead you through this practice. I'll see you next time.